You will not believe how one man walked into senior living communities, smiled at elderly women, and left behind what looked like peaceful deaths. For nearly 2 years, nobody suspected a thing. Because on paper, they were just old. This is the story of Billy Chemirmir. Billy Chemirmir was born in Kenya in 1972 and moved to the United States in the early 2000s. By 2003, he had settled in Texas. He worked normal jobs, maintenance, caregiving, odd hustles. He blended in, quiet, low-key, unremarkable. But somewhere along the line, he discovered something terrifying. Elderly women living alone were vulnerable. Very vulnerable. Between 2016 and 2018, Chemirmir began targeting women in their 80s and 90s inside senior living communities across Dallas and Collin counties, Texas. His method was simple. Gain access. Isolate the victim. Use a pillow. Press down. Wait. No blood. No stabbing. No gunshots. Just a quiet room. And what looked like a peaceful death. Then he would steal jewelry, rings, necklaces, valuables, and walk out like nothing happened. Because when an 87-year-old woman dies in her bed, most people assume natural causes. And that assumption is what protected him. One after another, elderly women were found dead. No forced entry. No obvious injuries. No signs of struggle. Families mourned. Funerals were held. Death certificates said natural causes. But something wasn't right. Jewelry kept going missing. And eventually, someone survived. In March 2018, a 91-year-old woman became his next target. He entered her apartment, overpowered her, pressed a pillow against her face. She struggled. But then, she did something extraordinary. She stopped fighting. She went completely still. She pretended to be dead. Chemirmir believed her. He removed the pillow, stole her jewelry, and left. Minutes later, she picked up the phone and called police. For the first time, there was a living witness. Police began watching him. And almost immediately, he struck again. An 81-year-old woman was found dead. But this time, investigators were tracking him. They saw him throw a jewelry box into a dumpster. Inside that box, the victim's name. Officers arrested him. When they searched the apartment, they found the woman lifeless. A lipstick stain on a pillow told the real story. It wasn't natural. It was murder. As detectives reopened other elderly deaths, a chilling pattern emerged. Same age group. Same type of apartments. Same missing jewelry. Same peaceful-looking scenes. Authorities eventually connected him to 22 deaths. 22 elderly women. Grandmothers. Mothers. Widows. Many families were devastated to learn their loved ones may not have died naturally after all. His first trial ended in a mistrial. But in 2022, prosecutors presented stronger evidence. Surveillance footage. Phone data. Recovered jewelry. The jury deliberated only a few hours before finding him guilty. Life in prison without parole. He was convicted again in a second case and received another life sentence. Prosecutors decided not to try the remaining cases. 2 life sentences were enough. He would never walk free again. But the story didn't end there. On September 19, 2023, while serving time in a Texas prison, Billy Chemirmir was killed by his cellmate during an altercation. He was 51 years old. The man accused of suffocating elderly women in their beds died violently in his own cell. This case forced serious questions. How many elderly deaths are never fully investigated? How many vulnerable seniors live alone with no protection? And how many crimes are hiding behind the words natural causes? It took a 91-year-old woman pretending to be dead, to finally stop him. If stories like this matter to you, if you believe the elderly deserve protection and justice, make sure you like this video. Subscribe for more true crime breakdowns. And let me know in the comments. Do you think more cases like this are going unnoticed? I'll see you in the next one.